What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and why Tesla soared the way it did, and why it defied all the odds and actually ended up running very, very hard, soaring past resistance despite all the bearish indicators that were showing. I'm also going to talk about what the news is showing and what Elon Musk, the man, the myth, the legend, has been doing, as he just bought over 9% of Twitter, making him the largest shareholder in the world. I'm also going to end the video by talking about some Elon Musk tweets and what on earth I see Tesla's share price doing for the future, and why I'm actually very, very bullish going forward. Now, before I break any of this down, before I do any technical analysis and explain what on earth happened and what I see happening, I do have to mention a couple of things first. The first thing is, I'm not a financial planner, so please don't take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but it's the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link down below and in the description. If you sign up for Webull with my link down below and deposit any amount of money, you are guaranteed 5 free stocks, each worth up to $2,000. Once again, that's free money, and you could always sell these shares and buy some Tesla stock. So this is an opportunity to potentially get some Tesla stock for free. Please check it out. It ends in a couple of weeks, I believe on April 18th. So please check it out to get your 5 free stocks and maybe some free Tesla if you want. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at Tesla, this thing was dropping today, just like I told you guys in my previous video. Then all of a sudden, we got that huge bullish reversal and we ran up over 5.61%. I mean, we just soared past our resistance. And I want to talk about this in a little bit of detail. So, the first thing I want to talk about is look at what the NASDAQ did, right? It's up 1.9%, looking pretty strong. And we saw the same thing with the SPY. The SPY was also in the green. We started to see a lot of green throughout the market. And Tesla also was very, very green. It did very, very well. So here are the big things you need to be looking out for. The fear and greed index is pretty neutral right now. It's not really greedy or fearful. It's pretty neutral. That did actually help Tesla in some ways, but that's not the biggest thing that came out. So I also want to talk about why on earth I told you guys that I thought that this thing could drop a little bit. And I wasn't necessarily wrong about that, because that is what technical indicators were showing, and we had many bearish catalysts. So Tesla destroyed all of this. It destroyed everything and to find the odds. But if you look at what happened, right, we were running up to 1,115. We got rejected off that range, and we weren't able to break past it for quite a bit of time. We started descending, and I did think that we would touch 1,000, I think the 1,050 range, before getting that bounce and starting to rip to the upside. But we didn't end up dropping that hard. We dropped to 1,070. Then we started soaring up. So what on earth happened? So the first thing is, there were many articles coming out stating that Tesla's deliveries were just horrible, they were disappointing. Then all of a sudden, the dynamic, the thesis shifted on Sunday out of nowhere and today, and now they're starting to praise them for it, saying they're doing so well, they're delivering more cars than ever. So that to me is just, it's not good that they're doing this. They should have been praising Tesla from the beginning, because like I told you guys yesterday, it was a fantastic deliveries report. Now, we did have this news that came out. Tesla's Shanghai plant is still closed. It has not opened yet. And I did talk about how this was not going to be great news, but that was not enough to stop this company. Now, why did we soar the way we did? The first thing is, we have the grand opening coming out on Thursday, right? You can't forget this. And I think this played at least somewhat of a role. We have the grand opening of the Texas factory with the Cyber Rodeo party, and it's happening this Thursday. So it's going to be absolutely incredible, a huge achievement for Tesla. And also, it's going to be a very, very big move for humanity, as we are going to see EVs accelerate in production and innovation. And it's going to be fantastic for future deliveries and earnings for Tesla. So I'm very excited for this event. And like I told you before, as we get closer, I do expect the share price to start to soar. But the biggest thing I think that actually played another big role is this as well. Elon Musk just bought 9% of Twitter. And that's absolutely incredible news, in my opinion, because of the fact that you have to remember something important. That is, there were a lot of rumors coming out that Elon Musk would start his own social media platform. And he did actually talk about the fact that he wants Twitter to be very, very pro First Amendment, or very in support of freedom of speech and not suppressing that. So he essentially bought up a 9.2% stake in the social network. He owns, I believe, what is that, 73 million shares, over 73 million shares of Twitter, making him the largest shareholder in the world. They're worth over or almost $3 billion. That's incredible. It also helped his, fortune get bigger, but his fortune is just based off, his net worth on paper. It's not necessarily liquid or liquid money or anything like that, but you understand my point. So going forward, what the heck do I see happening to this company? Well, remember something I told you guys. I told you that we had resistance at 1115 and we had a lot of room to run after that. I drew this level of resistance a couple of days ago. I never edited anything here. This is all from before. And I told you if we soared past 1115, we would run all the way up to 1150. That's where we'd see our next key level of resistance. And that is exactly what ended up happening. Now, we had this very, very big green candle. And like I said before, it's looking a lot more bullish now, considering the fact that we have so many bullish catalysts that are really pushing the share price up. Now, the bearish catalyst out there, such as the Shanghai factory remaining closed, I don't have any, real details about when it's going to open or when I think this is going to change. I don't have that yet, so I don't see that as a very big contributing factor quite yet. But as of right now, considering what Elon Musk just did, considering how much hype there is, considering the FOMO, considering the potential for a gamma squeeze maybe even next week, maybe some gamma for this week. I mean, that's very possible. And also, their big grand opening of the Texas Gigafactory, all these bullish pieces of news are going to push the share price up this week, in my opinion. And I see us just going more and more and more to the upside. So, what are technical indicators also showing now? Because these could change on a day-to-day basis, and with this stock, you never know. So the ADX is continuing to remain high and stable. If you look at the 2 hour chart, we did see this separation between the DMI lines, which is actually kind of good because we are still continuing to soar. We didn't see them flip. If they flip, that would be kind of bearish between the positive and negative lines. RSI, very healthy. It's starting to soar up to about 75.89. And once again, for Tesla, we got that cool off already. I think we already saw that dip for the short term, and we look very bullish after that. I think RSI is going to continue to pick up. And then look at the MACD. The MACD was descending. We dropped about the 1066 range to 1070. Then we started ascending to the upside. So we're getting that flipped with the 9-day moving average, showing some green histograms, which is a very good bullish indicator. So where is the share price probably going to be going next? So let me close these out just real quick so you can actually get a better view. So I think that let's see if this closes. Wow, that is just ridiculous. Hold on one second. So once this thing closes, okay, what I see happening is our next level of support would be the 1125 range. I think that's going to hold out pretty well. I think it's closer to about 1126. So I see us staying in a different range. So I could actually draw this out for you guys. I'm going to bring up another horizontal line. So right here, I think this is our new key level of support, 1126. I would say somewhere like around there. So just like that. And let's make this white. So I see Tesla staying between these white lines for quite some time. We could maybe dip down just a little bit before starting to run up. And going into tomorrow, I think we're going to break past 1150. I see us actually, we're going to dip a little bit, get that support, maybe around the 1120 range. Then we're going to keep going and going and going, and I see us breaking past 1150, maybe temporarily. We might start to descend a little bit and then end up closing just right there. That's what I see us doing tomorrow. I expect us to close around 1150, and I do see us continuing to run and approach 1200 for the next, I would say, week or two. So as we start to go up and up and up, remember we're going to have some resistance around 1180. I drew out a resistance line before, and after we break past 1180, uh, if we could actually break that this week, then the next key level would be the 1200. That's a very psychological level. So I could actually see us touching that within the next week or two. It's very possible. There's a lot of hype, and sometimes with this company, you never know what this thing is going to do. So, Elon Musk has some big moves coming, some big intentions. Why do you think he bought this much Twitter stock? To me, it's incredible news. I think he has some big plans. He's definitely going to be trying to improve the platform, and I see this as just an amazing, amazing move that he is making. Now, I also want to talk about this right over here. I know this isn't extremely relevant to Tesla, but China is now becoming a lot more transparent. They're bringing down the audit barriers, and they actually want to limit restrictions for regulators. And that, in my opinion, is going to be good news going forward because it's improving EV companies in China. It's going to make them a lot more transparent. There are going to be a lot more audits, and that's going to be very good when it comes to US regulators. And it's limiting the delisting fears. So that helped NEO and XPeng and other plays really move to the upside. So maybe that led to some bullish momentum for EVs collectively. And it maybe played somewhat of a tiny role in Tesla running up too. So I just wanted to put that out there. That's very, very good news for those company and Tesla going forward. The last thing I wanted to talk about is this right here. Basically, Slashdot, this Twitter page stated that Spain plans to invest $12.4 billion in chips and semiconductors, which I think is amazing. Elon Musk responded with Spain should build a massive solar array could power all of Europe. Then he responded to other comments with "Oh hi" and Berlin rocks. He likes to make jokes, but he's also, I mean, it's just amazing to think about this idea. I also think that this could be something Tesla works on in the future. It could be an Easter egg, who knows? But like I said before, it's amazing news, something to just keep in your mind. And besides that, it's looking very, very awesome. So what I see going forward, like I said, I'm more bullish than bearish. I see this thing continuing to run. And I think as we get closer to the grand opening on Thursday, so remember, it's on Thursday, the Texas Gigafactory opening, Thursday, April 7th, expect some very bullish price action, in my opinion. So nothing in this video is financial advice. Don't just make financial decisions based off what I'm saying alone. Do your own DD2. With that out of the way, it's looking very good. It's looking very strong, and I'm very, very excited going forward. And as always, don't just worry about the short term. Long term, this company is very bullish too. I see huge moves coming, and I'm very, very excited. So, thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the day. Always remain patient and get ready for the future because I know this thing is ready to soar. I thank you. Tesla to the moon, and peace out.